NFPA 1600 and how it is shaping emergency management. Rexford Sirmans.
What is the NFPA 1600? NFPA stands for the National Fire Protection Association. The NFPA 1600 is the cornerstone of standards for emergency management, business continuity, and continuity of operations. The NFPA 1600 sets the standard on disaster emergency management and business continuity and continuity of operations programs. The NFPA 1600 is used by thousands of organizations around the world, and it was officially and nationally recognized after 9/11, and it is used as the United States National Preparedness Standard. The NFPA 1600 standard identifies the essential elements of a program for preparedness, including the planning, implementation, assessment, and maintenance of programs for prevention, mitigation, response, continuity, and recovery. The NFPA 1600 connects all of these program elements into an integrated program and is a valuable tool to evaluate and enhance emergency response programs. The need for the NFPA 1600 as a national standard is because there was no national response standard prior to NFPA 1600. The NFPA as an association was created in 1896 and first published their standards in 1995. Now, the NFPA 1600 is the predominant standard of its type in the Western Hemisphere and has a strong user base in the Middle East and Asia. Many United States corporations use NFPA 1600 as the basis for their global emergency response programs and management. The mission statement of the NFPA is as follows: to reduce the worldwide burden of fire and other hazards on the quality of life by providing and advocating consensus codes and standards, research, training, and education. So what does NFPA 1600 do? It sets the standard for emergency and disaster management. It sets the standard for business continuity programs, covers the development, implementation, assessment, maintenance of programs for prevention, mitigation, preparedness, response, continuity, and recovery. The NFPA 1600 is not a how-to guide, but it is a program that includes necessary elements of emergency response planning and management. In regards to business continuity, NFPA is essential to COOP programs. The NFPA 1600 is used extensively in the private and public sectors for emergency preparedness by using COOP, or the Continuity of Operations Planning. COOP ensures that agencies, entities, businesses are able to continue performance of essential functions under a broad range of circumstances. The purpose of NFPA 1600 as a standard provides fundamental criteria for preparedness while addressing prevention, mitigation, response, continuity, and recovery. Preparedness is not necessarily an element of the NFPA program anymore. It is the program. Emergency management planning emphasizes that entities prepare to address issues, an event, or series of events that severely impacts or has the potential to severely impact an entity's operations, reputation, market share, ability to do business, or relationships with key stakeholders. Anyone working in or having overall responsibilities for an emergency management standard in their organization should be familiar with NFPA 1600. NFPA 1600 is a comprehensive yet flexible standard used to model any emergency management program from planning to execution. NFPA 1600 is one of the key standards used in business continuity, crisis emergency management, and continuity of operations.